Hello everyone. This video is designed to show you, the teacher, how to use the Pages app on your iPad. Some of you may be familiar with it on your laptops. This is just to give you an overview of using Pages on an iPad. Again, Pages is the word, is known really as the word processing app for Apple, similar to like Microsoft Word for Microsoft and Google Docs for the Google Docs format. So if we open up Pages, it's the orange app with a pen on it. If I tap on it, I can open up some of the either first of all up here on the top there's a plus sign from there, or usually over here there's a create new document. Either one you open up, and I have my basics here, but before I do that, I just want to show you some of the other really good templates that are here for you to use. Just a couple to highlight. We actually use this Desert Dunes book template in this format right here to do a different book. We also use this Oceans Views template, and we actually use those. And I'll just open those up, but we also change those around. So you can see it kind of gave a template or kind of a format to follow, but then it can also be changed and edited. So we actually took one of those and we made our own out of that. So it was kind of nice to not have to start from scratch, and we were able just to edit it to suit what we wanted. So the idea here was just that students were doing a research project on a region, and just giving them the template just kind of made sure that they covered all the bases of things that they were supposed to research and learn about their region. So we designed it. And again, students still have the ability on their copy of the template to make changes, edit things, put their own images in there. You'll see this is a placeholder. I'll show you how to do that in just a minute in setting up the template here for students to use. And again, it was just a guide for them to know exactly what they needed to include in their project. So that's one of the things that was really handy to use in one of the templates. The other things we have used down here, we have used some of these newsletters. And one year we did a newsletter on one of the regions as well. We think we used this Today's News one. And again, just formatted it and changed it to the way we needed it to look. So want to go and show you another simple format that we use just to show you how to do a couple things if you're interested in setting up a template for either your students to use. So this is a really simple one. It is intended just to be a title, a picture, and then some text down here at the bottom. This way, again, you kind of can set up the template in a way which you want to have the format be similar for all your students' work. So again, this was just a text box up at the top. So just showing you a couple of things about the Pages here. We'll get back into this a little bit later too, but I'll just show you a couple of things of how this was set up. In Pages, just like in Keynote and in Numbers, Apple here, we have most of your things that you do are these two options up here. One is the paintbrush, which is to edit or change something, and the plus sign, which is to add something. So you can see I just added three things. I added two text box and then an image there, and then I put that little plus sign in there. So simply, I'll just show you where these things are. If you hit the plus sign, text is one of the things that it's kind of hard to find, but it is actually located up here in these shapes right up there. So if you tap that, you'll see text is right there. So I just tapped that and put that text box up here and moved it to the top. I'm going to delete this one out of here for our purposes now. And I put another text box down there telling what's supposed to be in there for students. Again, they still have the freedom to choose their font. For example, if I tap on this, one of the other options, of course, to change things. And again, the menu up here, the style, the text, and the arrange button. If I hit text, I can change my font style to a different font style if I choose to. So they still have the ability to change it and make it look their own. This little button or this little picture thing in here, I'll just quickly show you how to do that. That is one of those options here. So if you notice, I just took, this is just an image. It was actually just a picture taken of a blank screen. So that's all it was. It's in my photos as a blank black picture there. And I did that so that it would be just a blank placeholder. To put a placeholder in, I just chose the paintbrush on here and then went over to the arrange button. Excuse me, no, it is the image tab here. So the image, and you'll see there's this placeholder option. I had it in there, so I cleared it. Now I'll tap it and put it back in. It puts that little plus sign there, so all students have to do is tap on it, and it prompts them to put in their own image. So that's just a quick couple tips in using Pages there, and just showing you how you can make a quick template of your own. Let's go just to a quick blank document and go over a couple other things that you can do in Pages. First of all, again, those two options up the top. When you open up a blank document, it can be just like a Google Doc, just like a Word document. You can just start typing away with your text. The formatting comes over here. If you tap the paintbrush, you can center text for a title on the side over here for the left alignment. Besides just typing as a paper, the nice thing about Pages is it's really easy to add other elements to your documents. So if you tap on the plus sign, I showed you in the shapes how to add a text box right there. But you can also add a shape, which if you want something to be a little bit more, to stand out, to have a little be some more graphic-like look, I'm going to go up here to the paintbrush, turn it blue. And then if I double tap on it, a shape, it becomes a text box. So I can, make that a text box. And again, just like any of the other text, I can bold it, make it bigger, fill in that shape a little bit more. So that's one of the other things that I can do. I can go back to this image button right here. I can add a photo from my photos that I took. I can take a picture with my camera. Let me just tap here. And just maybe it's a basketball I'm going to put in there that I took my photo of. I also, again, can go and choose camera, take a picture. It'll put right in here. The other thing that's kind of nice, it has the record audio button right here. So if you're making your own template, you can record audio and just give some directions on what you're supposed to do or the student's supposed to do and insert it, and it goes in here. The other thing that it can be is for students that have a harder time communicating in typing or text, they can do something here and put in an audio component to their work. So it really makes your paper more than a paper. It can have all these other elements to it in having students communicate something or what they've learned. A web video, again, you can go find your YouTube video, put it right in there. Some other file that's in there. There's also, of course, on here the drawing tools that you can put using your Logitech crayon. I just picked up now here, and hitting the drawing tools here. I'm just going to hit drawing, and then with my crayon, I can tap something, and maybe I need to circle or make drawing. So that can all be on your Pages document. So then you can, there's other equation makers here as well that can be used to create more math type projects. So that's a really quick overview of just to give you an idea of what Pages has and how it can be used with a few ideas and how it can be used in your classroom.